Hi everyone, we talk about the International Human Resource Management of Movistar. We choose to work with the company Movistar, a subsidiary of Movistar, which is one of the largest telecommunication companies in the world. It is present in 21 countries and has more than 350 million customers worldwide. It relates of the best fixed mobile and broadband networks, as well as an innovative offers of digital service. Movistar has the support of Telefónica as corporate brand is on its communication to customers. It is present in Spain, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, Peru, Ecuador, Venezuela, Colombia, Mexico, Guatemala, Panama, El Salvador, Costa Rica, and Nicaragua. It has a mission of bringing the best of technology to its customers. To achieve this, they offer increasingly simple products and services that integrate all the options for a client: fixes, mobile, broadband, televisions. In this work, we're going to analyze the international human resource process of Movistar. To do that, we first investigate ourselves about the information we could find about the company. Then, we decided to interview a specialist of the company. We have the contact of the Mr. Giorgio Page Flores, who is manager of talent compensation, development, and culture of Movistar Peru. Thanks to this interview, we could compare it with the element we found earlier in the work. For professional reasons, the interview has been made be online exchange as the professional didn't have time to receive us for the interview.
To talk about the process of HR management inside Movistar, we will compare the elements we found through the institutional website of Movistar and Telefónica with the elements we've got thanks to the interview. About the recruitment process, which is the first one, we first found that the company was looking for new employees when they have a vacant position. The recruitment process is mainly done through the online recruitment platform of Telefónica. And we also saw that they were making external talent researches if the process of online recruitment was not filling all of the vacancy positions. What we saw with the interview is that the recruitment process was taking approximately 1 month to execute from the very beginning until the end of the process. Moreover, the recruitment is not only did through the international websites. The company is using different online platforms and job searching websites to attract more people and to attract like a massive applications to select them better in the next step. The internal research is mainly done for senior positions like managers, for example. They mainly use the headhunting strategy to attract more the good people they want. About the international parts of the company, Movistar is really open to international application, and their recruitment process does not change according to the countries where they operate.
Now I talk about selection. Movistar managed their selection of the human resources, establishing policies, programs, process, and human resources systems of Telefónica International to remain and attract the best talent in the market. Also, this company to manage this aspect of fair and appropriate working environment to work with recognitions, security, and certifications. All this is accompanied by certain tests to allow the company to select the right person. That this can be psychological test, legal tests, etc. Then our interview with manager of this area of Movistar, he talked as selection process is take into account the following competencies. For example, leaderships, innovations, business visions, communication, and influence. Their selection starts with the requirement that the line manager makes. Then the requirement starts the search. Research has 7 working days. They initiate the interview by competitions. The candidate is selected and the job offer is sent. There's idea about the technology in the selection process is a tool that provides value as long as a complaint of the interview based on the competence. It helps to make a decision.
Training or researches. The Movistar Group is committed through by the employability and training programs and projects. This initiative contributes to the development of digital skills, cross-cutting skills. It also encourages the business spirit so that all those who have an idea can achieve their goals and have a better future. In the Connect Employment campaign, companies also play a fundamental role. They work together with employees to define what content is the most important and should be taught. As a result, it's expected that the participant can carry out real projects or work practices in the companies. The interview. As a result of the interview, we know that employers prefer face-to-face training. Also, the company expects to implement 100% e-learning training. That means that the employees prefer the present to the virtual instances, but they don't always have the possibility to train in person at 100%. Therefore, e-learning is a tool that gives them greater reach. The challenge is to include this type of tools to the entire company and implement action that increase the frequency the use of them. Another point is the company holds quarterly meetings where the CAO gives information about the business situation to the all employees. That means that the CEO holds meetings where the company which is training employees share information of different situation and conversation, which is shared more one-to-one with some reference or area leaders. In addition, focus groups are carried out to continue innovating in work environment issues. These meetings are highly valued by the entire team. By last, employees who are trained don't receive a better salary, and employees who are trained don't receive a certificate.
About performance evaluation, Movistar uses a policy to achieve greater commitment and involvement of employees with the company's objectives and also for greater equity in the compensation systems. Each employee is affected by 3 factors in the evaluation of their performance. The first factor is individual performance. It means when they achieve monthly goals or not. The second factor is the general objective of the company, as for example to give a good service to the client and solve the doubts and concerns of the client in the shortest possible time. The third factor is the result of the group. Each employee is part of a group of employees who have a supervisor. Comparison with the interview. At Movistar, performance evaluation consists of an annual process where the supervisor or direct supervisor of all the employees evaluates their performance according to certain factors defined for each position. This process is unidirectional. That is, when the supervisor is an evaluator and not the people to their superiors. Then follow a process of meeting and feedback to the employee about their strengths and weakness.
Other aspect for this work is compensation system. Our research we found that Movistar seeks employees' motivation and loyalty by offering competitive and balanced compensation packages. These compensation packages are based on the performance of employees. In addition, the compensation system aims to effectively support the organization to meet business objectives, as employees will be more motivated to work if they know they can achieve compensation in the future. The compensation system of the Movistar Group established an integrated and flexible remuneration package within which the following points stand out. Compensation management process, evaluation basis of the performance communications, adaptation to the reality of the each market and each line of business. Other point, consistency with the values of the Movistar groups. Then, targeting key people according to performance and contributions, fixed competitions. Clear link between results and compensation variable remunerations that combines short and long-term incentive. And the last, relevance of not monetary compensations, social benefits, in kind social welfare programs. For our interview, the manager said us that no monetary compensation is flexible shoes, early Friday all year, flexible clothing, work with challenging project, development plans, and training, face-to-face and virtual. This is other not monetary compensation the Movistar give their employees. Other criteria for this system for the manager is that basically differentiated payment strategies and graded to our key talent, successors or profile of high potentials that we want to retain and retain.
Social benefits. Our researchers. Movistar's commitment to its employees is to support their professional development, provide them with fair compensation, and ensure respect for human rights. Health and safety is one of the most basic rights of the company to guarantee this. They have an occupational risk prevention management system which protects both the group and the companies that work on its processes and services. They also go beyond legal requirements and are concerned with actively supporting employees to improve their well-being through healthy habits. Therefore, they have Feel Good, a corporate program on nutrition, health, and physical activity. Our interview. The company provides the benefits of governments as required by law. The company provides the EPS with renewal of social insurance. The company provides to the employees vacations the legal benefit of vacation. The company has a medical office in the offices, offers a powerful EPS plan that covers employees and dependents. The company offers CTS to the employees. The company does not offer a family allowance to those who have children. The company does not grant an extra salary for staff who work more hours than scheduled because they offer a flexible schedule policy.
About organization culture. In Peru, Movistar is listed as one of the best companies to work for. They have um, one objective. Their objective is to expand their population coverage by increasing access to telecommunication. It shows that more and more people use services that allow them to live and work more connected. They have one goal. It means maintain sustainable economic development by supporting the digitalization of the country to connect more people and companies. The person who we interviewed said, in our company, we consider that the promotion of values in our people and our action and attitude are linked to our internal progress. Therefore, we encourage and practice our values daily, such as honesty and rightness, reliability, responsibility, commitment, loyalty, availability, solidarity, equity, human quality, ethics, and participation.
Other aspect is social responsibilities. Our researchers, Movistar has a network of volunteers around the world. These are the employees who, without waiting for any payment, continuously enroll in the programs. In Peru, Tele- Telefónica has a volunteer program called Voluntarios Telefónica. Within this program, social activities are carried out with which the members go to the school or hospital to encourage people who need moral support. Within this program, we have the following social activities. Stories that reflect smile. This activity means going to school in rural or very poor places. To deliver libraries so that children can learn or have fun. In addition to reading entertaining stories in visits to these children. Solidarity Holidays. It is an activity where employees apply to travel with telephone employees from around the world for 2 weeks. These trips are destined for Africa, Asia, or Latin America. These activities are aimed at improving the education of children and members of the communities they visit. Then, our interview, the Movistar company considers that, that the employee will have the opportunity to show their leadership and skills. This initiative allows the worker to have a competence development and opportunity to stand out as a leader. The company gives the facility. The purpose is to offer them several possibilities in skills so that you feel motivated to participate in these activities. Volunteering should please and satisfy an employee of the company. Being and participate in a social activities is not directly linked to a job increase, but the employee participants that allow him to grow in different ways. From being the leader of social project when in the day to day you do not have the possibility. This activity can be done by the employees. It can be inside or outside the company. The important thing beyond the time they participate.
About human resource information systems, at Telefónica, they aspire to create the best team for change, building talent for the future. Therefore, during 2017, they devote 4.9 million hours of training and 40 hours per employee, 4% more than the previous year. The learning opportunities are structured in face-to-face mode and online. Remuneration is another fundamental way to attract, retain, and motivate their professionals. They have defined the concept of total retribution to refer in a global way to the different forms or benefits that can be obtained. Comparing with the interview, working in the most dynamic sector and being among the best is only possible thanks to professionals with initiative, capable of providing solutions and taking risks, who knows how to work as a team in a cordial and relaxed atmosphere in which all ideas count equally. Telefónica developed its activities in a full competition environment, combining its efforts in the best practices to their shareholders, their client, the company, and their employees.
The last aspect is improvement of quality life. Our researches the thought about the improvement of quality life is the thought is to build smart cities that allow to have a network of networks that allow sharing and learning experience. To Movistar, the use of technology is not complete a solution to have a quality of life. It's not to proper use that allow the growth to development of this saint. Our interview, Movistar and technology is very useful, but it's the being music. That is why as the company we focus on technology being untold for growth is less developed cities.